Uh, my screen is visible, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And presenting e-Nagar project, which is e-enabling urban citizen-centric services. This project is initiated by Urban Development and Urban Housing Department, which is under Government of Gujarat, and GUDM, that is Gujarat Urban Development Mission, is the nodal agency of this project. Now we are starting with the overview of the project. So this project, Government of Gujarat is one of the leading state in the implementation of key e-governance projects. Three fundamentals that characterize Gujarat e-governance initiatives are responsive, transparency, and accountability. Uh, Gujarat e-governance projects brought one centralized platform for citizen-centric services. Earlier, there were no system in small municipalities. They were doing manual work, and citizen has to visit municipalities to avail citizen-centric services. So, e-Nagar project brings the essential citizen-centric services and solution for urban local bodies, that is ULBs, means municipalities and municipal corporations. There are total 10 modules which covers 44 services, and let me tell you the details of modules, that is building permissions. Next slide.
Excuse me, madam, before you proceed ahead. This is a centralized solution provided to various municipalities within Gujarat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How many municipalities are there?
All the municipalities, that is 155 municipalities of Gujarat state.
Okay. So these services are being provided to 155 municipalities.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
155 municipalities, 8 municipal corporations, and 127.
That's okay. I understand.
Okay. So, sir, there are around 10 modules in e-Nagar system. One is online building permission systems. Online building permissions have 11 services like BU permissions, development permissions, architecture engineers license registrations. Then property tax modules has services like payment of property tax, property assessment services, then water and drainage connection services, then professional tax payment services, shop and establishment services, license renewal and registration of shop and establishment, then fire NOC, fire renewal, emergency services, marriage registrations, hall booking, estate management, complaints and grievance, which covers different type of 16 different types of complaints like street light, water, drainage, garbage, etc. So e-Nagar, it's a technology-based platform which is transform the way citizens perceive the administrative machinery. The solution is scalable and replicable. These are the key highlights of e-Nagar projects. So this is the first part is year on year revenue. This is the revenue collection graph, which shows the revenue of year 2018-19 is 38 crores, and which increases in 150 crores in you can see in 2019-20, and 150 crores 150% in 2020-21. So in 38 crores revenue is in 1980, 16 in 20, and 260 crores in 2021. Some highlights of the projects is there are more than 20 lakhs transactions performed through e-Nagar systems for payment, issuance, license, registrations, complaints, and more than 2 lakhs complaints and grievances has been received and responded. More than 3 lakh certificates has been issued from the systems, and around 25 lakhs urban property covered in this project, which avail the services like property payment, connections of the water and drainage, BU permissions, and etc. So these are the notable achievements, which increases 200% online transactions. Then average turnaround time for the majority of services is just 5 to 25 days, and citizens get emails, SMS notification for their timely payment, issuance of or renewal of their licenses. Property tax collections rises around 130% through this system, and currently this system is live at 290 plus locations, ULBs, and average visitor of this portal is more than 10,000 daily. It's curbing revenue leakages, cloud ready and multi-tenant solutions means within 30 days, any new tenant or any new ULB can onboard with this system. More than 2 lakhs professional tax transactions have been performed, and birth, death, marriage certificate issues is more than 5 lakhs through this system. So these are the beneficiary of e-Nagar projects. Gujarat state have around 33 districts. Out of 33, 32 districts we have covered, and one district, that is Dang, is not covered because Dang doesn't have any municipalities in this area. So we have covered 32 districts, and all the municipalities of Gujarat, 8 big corporations like Ahmedabad, Vadodara, Rajkot, Bhavnagar, Jamnagar, Surat are covered in e-Nagar, and urban and area development authorities, total 127 using e-Nagar systems. So around 2.57 crore urban population expected to benefit with this system. Solutions situation before e-Nagar come. So citizens have to go manually to the municipalities and visit, and citizens have to physically go to the municipalities and avail services. There is no such system with small municipalities with that, and some municipalities which have system, so there is no internal integration between the modules. So this integrated solutions, earlier there were limited access to citizen to key services, very low revenue collections, and because of a higher turnaround time, citizen satisfaction index is low. Lack of platform that proactively connects and notifies citizens, uh, obsolete technology, no such security found, and help desktop based system were there earlier, and high dependency on manual interactions. And if higher authority wants any reports, then we need to collect with each and every municipality. So there is no centralized or real-time dashboard at that time before e-Nagar come. After e-Nagar, by resolving this issues, e-Nagar is e-Nagar is come into the picture, and it's integration of multiple systems into one common platform for all the municipalities. So now live tracking of application is possible, making the process data and machine driven, curbing leakages and leading to increases the revenue collections, enabling omni channels. On demand access means anywhere, anytime a citizen can access these systems, lower turnaround time and increase citizen satisfaction index. Each and every service have time limit. So based on time limit, there is a real time integrated dashboard for monitoring for higher authorities. Secure payment gateway is in e-Nagar system. Feedback star mechanism is there in e-Nagar system. And we have around more than hundreds of MIS reports for each levels, for ULB level, for zone level, and for the municipalities and corporations. We have used below technology, that is service oriented based architecture, that provides greater flexibility and ease of maintenance and the change and the rapid composition of complex applications. Integrations, it enables integration of modularized, loosely coupled, interoperable and reusable component defined business processes. It's built on DigiGo platform. Functionality provide like file management and workflow management, support industry standard ways of business process integrations like service oriented architecture, web-based integrations and file exchange. Implementation models. So we have formed a state level PICG group, that is project implementation core group, and subject matter expert for each and every modules. So this team provide their views at each and every aspect of implementations. Based on the requirement, we have defined service requirement specification based on act, rules, and notification of government. Then we have procured hardware.
Excuse me, madam. I think we are talking at a very, very high level. Can we be more specific? Because these are very generic slides. These are motherhood slides, what you're presenting. I can present these slides for any technology presentation because they will all have these things. So we would like to have some very specific things as to what are the services, how many are being given, what are the service levels, what are the expansion plans, how is it that they are getting integrated with the external services. Let me give you an example. One of the service you are giving is approval of the building plans. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have you integrated, is it an automatic thing or it is still manual?
Sir, building permission up to 15-meter heights is completely automatic.
You-
No,
You mean to say
automatic.
the plans and everything comes electronically and they are approved?
Yes, sir, yes. Oh, and auto approved, no human interventions.
So there are no one. My second question is on the property, you are doing it on the taxes and you also must be doing on mutation. We had an earlier presentation from the registrar
Gujarat itself
of
stamping.
Gujarat, where he said that whenever a registry is made, a purchase or sale, it is sent to the Nagarpalika for mutation. When you do the mutation, you have to check the credentials of the seller. How well are you integrated with that?
We have integrated with our revenue department, and if any sale happens at revenue, they send it. They send the municipalities wise list of mutations details, and we SMS to the citizens and notify and inform them to come to the municipality for mutation process.
Okay. See, those are the things we are interested in.
Okay, sir.
We are interested in the ground level work which has been done, not a philosophical approach which has been adopted.
Okay, sir.
Okay. ये philosophy तो हम बहुत सालों से लोगों को पढ़ा रहे हैं, पर उसके बाद उन्होंने काम करना है. हमने देखना है कि आपने क्या काम करा
Sir,
उसके.
we have worked, but as overall मेरे को present करना था, तो I was not aware that what I
नहीं चलिए ठीक
into the
ठीक है
No,
ठीक
no,
है.
no, no, that's okay. I appreciate, but please move ahead from this. We come to the
Okay, sir,
specific.
so now I
Come
will
to the
tell you what we
specifics.
have done. Now we tell you what we have done in data migration process.
Yes.
We have collect data of all the municipalities. We have find discrepancy. We send back to the municipalities. They have resolved all the discrepancy, and 99.5% data, clean data, we have migrated into the eNagar system. In a training session, we have provide training to the different level, like executive, key officials, and the operational level, MIX experts, architecture, engineers, and mass training also provided. And we have help desk at the state data center. So help desk is 24/7 active, and any citizens have any problem in at any using any modules, तो वो यहाँ पे call कर सकते हैं. Or our help desk team will support within 24 hours. So ये एक mechanism है.
आपकी capacity building के लिए what are the key programs that you run for capacity building over the next 3? Have you planned something for the next 3 years or 4 years?
Future enhancement slides. So we want to onboard more and more municipality services. So one is estate management, asset management. So हाँ, जो ULB की properties है, उसको हम कैसे manage कर सके, उसके बारे में एक है. Then after we want to integrate our online building permissions and property with the GIS system and WhatsApp chatbot. Mobile applications भी launch करना है, that is almost ready. Then artificial intelligence enable grievance redressal systems. So अगर based on picture we can identify which kind of grievance is this. So ये सब plan है सिर्फ future roadmap में.
Good, good, good.
Okay.
And also we are trying for blockchain technology. So if revenue integrate blockchain, then we are also ready for the same.
Okay. So citizens can make their payments online. Everything is integrated. Taxes, other things.
Yes, sir. Every citizen payment अभी online कर सकते हैं. There is 2 payment gateway is there. और वहाँ पे वो completely है working condition में.
Fantastic. Good. So any
सिंगल लॉगिन से सर इसकी एक ये है कि विद द हेल्प ऑफ सिंगल लॉगिन अगर मुझे गुजरात की कोई भी म्युनिसिपैलिटीज में कोई भी सर्विसेज चाहिए मैं सिंगल लॉगिन से ये कर सकती हूँ. आई डोंट नीड टू गो एनी म्युनिसिपैलिटीज. सो
I think that's an excellent, very good. Also, what is the technology? Everything is hosted at your state
data center. Yes, sir. Everything is hosted at our state. All hardware, softwares, and third-party license softwares, or everything at state data center.
And what is the technology you are using?
Sir, we have